NSFW. TW. If you watch hardcore or extreme porn, you have probably seen me actually being gang raped. No one put a gun to my head. I wasn't smuggled into doing this work, and it all happened in a free country. In a legitimately run studio easily recognized for producing hardcore content. No one tells you how awkward and intimidating it is. Especially when you're an 18-year-old girl, surrounded by a room full of casting agents, executives and producers, directors, all men of course, just pushing their own degrading yet profitable agendas. But they polish it. They sell and pitch it well. Especially if you're young, they talk to you in a way that it only makes sense to an 18-year-old. Looking back in recollection, it's all very patronizing. They'll have you believing your own non-existent hype in exchange for taking your identity, ruining your body and sacrificing your sanity and ultimately your soul. But you will look so hot and be such a bad bee, is what they tell you. No one tells you that they don't actually care that you are cocked out your mind during filming, and that the directors actually prefer that you are high so they can coerce, in their words, direct you to do things you'd never usually do, like multiple penetrative gang anal, being urinated on, throated, bukkake, all of the degrading abusive genres. If you are not a big-name performer and just starting in this industry, the pressure to do extreme is pushed assertively because they know you are naive or easily intimidated because you are new. But the truth is, it's because they can pay you far less than they do for big-name performers that can afford to demand premium pay to do extreme scenes. So basically, as a porn rookie, you're underpaid, ripped, infected asshole. Mouth and vagina are essentially only about profit and economics for these studios. There is no drug testing. You just sign a form to verify that you are not high. But oftentimes you are instructed by directors and PA themselves not to fill out that you're high. They film a consent video to verify that you were okay with whatever transgressions happened to your body. But is it really consent if you're threatened that you won't get paid while the directors, production assistants guilt trip you about wasted filming, crew time, or constantly yell at you to cooperate and consent? Do you know how awful it is watching yourself being gang banged, raped when you are clean, sober and having little recollection of it happening? Do you know what it's like constantly fearing having any intimacy with anyone because they think they have the absolute right to abuse you because they saw it happen to you in a video? Even worse is me knowing my abuse is freely available to view out there for any young people to watch and form toxic ideas about sex and non-consent. I live inside this nightmare every single day. The studios do not care that you are broken. They've made their own big payout off my name, my body, my degradation. In exchange for what? $1,000. $1,500 per shoot so I can afford medical expenses for my grandmother, fix my car, pay my bills, feed a destructive drug habit, to live. In exchange for getting my anus ripped apart by strangers so many times that I need to inject it with Botox in order to heal and not defecate involuntarily in public? Never mind what I will need to heal my mind, because I'm so far gone that may never heal. If you think this industry helps performers with healthcare, that's a joke, since there is zero healthcare or psychological supports for porn actors. Zero. All they care about is STI testing, and even on that front there are so many flaws and loopholes and lies. I cannot tell anybody how or why not to use porn. That is everyone's personal choice, but if this is what you find entertaining, Please understand there is a very steep price people out here have paid with their bodies and soul. For your 5 minutes of empty pleasure.